Hey guys, Tyler here with Revvin Reviews. So today we're going to be kind of summing up what happened at the Geneva Motor Show and some of the best cars that I saw there. Or I actually didn't go, I just am seeing pictures of them, but some of the best cars that I think were there. And I wanted to give you guys a quick update on what that is and what the cool cars were. So here we go. So the first car that I thought was really cool that I really enjoyed, and I enjoyed making a video about this. If you haven't seen the video, click the information card up there to see it. Is the Honda Civic Type R. Now the Honda Civic Type R, it's a really great car, nice little racy hatchback version of the Honda Civic, and 3 exhaust tips, just really a lot of goodness, turbocharged engine and all that stuff. I like that probably as much as, if not more than, the SI, and so that's my first pick. The Bentley EXP 12 Speed 6E, which is a long name. Basically, it's an electric vehicle made by Bentley. I thought that was kind of cool. It was a cool concept. It's not necessarily a production car as of yet. It just was to see if people that buy Bentleys would be interested in getting an electric vehicle from Bentley. I don't know how good that would work out, but I still think it's a cool idea. I don't think it would work out necessarily the greatest, just for the simple fact that Bentleys aren't necessarily the lightest cars. So it would be basically like an electric truck, like an electric F-150 or a Silverado or whatever you're into. Which doesn't work out with the current day in electronics and things like that. So that was my second pick. The third pick was a Porsche Panamera Sports Turismo. Basically, it's the Porsche Panamera, but with a station wagon. I'm not necessarily into wagons. I just thought it looked really cool, and I know some of you guys are into wagons. Some of my friends are into wagons, so I thought that was a pretty cool pick, and something that was really cool that came out in the motor show. The next one is the Pininfarina H600. I honestly was blown away with the statistics that thing's boasting, and with the company, just for basically taking it from the ground up and making this car with crazy new technology that hasn't been used in a production model yet, and I'm curious to see if this is going to go into production, and so that's another one of my choices. The third one is going to be the Huracan Performante. I mean, I don't know who can say that they didn't like the Huracan Performante. It's one of the greatest cars that was probably at the motor show, and for the simple fact that it's fast, it offers all the performance that you need for a low price, and so I really enjoyed that car. I think it looks cool. I think it has just the right look, and it's all useful. So it's not like you have a rear spoiler just for looks. It's actually for use. You use it. So I think that was a cool car as well. What is this? The fifth one? Anyways, the next one is the Mercedes-Benz AMG GT4, or the AMG GT concept, which is 4 doors. I thought that was a really cool car. I really am a big fan of the AMG GT, the GTS and the GTR. I haven't seen a GTR in person, but I have sat in a GTS and gotten to play around with it a little bit, and I really am a fan of the AMG GT. It's got quality craftsmanship on the inside, but at the same time it offers some great performance, and it'll really throw you back in your seat if you kick down on the gas. So I really thoroughly enjoyed that car, and I really want to see what a 4-door is going to look like that when it comes into production, which I believe it will be coming into production. The next one is the McLaren 720S. Now, I don't think I could go through this list without saying the McLaren 720S. My Instagram feed is blowing up because of the McLaren 720S. I am amazed. I can't even fathom how great this car looks in person. Just to see it on the internet is quite interesting, and I'm super excited to see these things in production, because we will be seeing this in a production model. There's quite a few that have landed here in the US for testing purposes, and I really am super excited to see what it's going to look like. We know some owners of a McLaren dealership, and we might go out there and check one out sometime in the next year or whenever it gets released. And then the last one is the Aston Martin Valkyrie. So obviously Aston Martin had the AMRB001, and this is just the production, or the production name of the Aston Martin Red Bull 001. And this is going to be a great car. Nonetheless, it's going to have a 1-to-1 power to weight ratio, and it's just going to be a great, like, basically an LMP1 car for the road. I'm super excited to see what this thing looks like. I think it's going to change the car world, change car history. We're moving in a different direction from cool looking cars to like freaking crazy looking cars, and I'm excited to see what these things are looking like. So on that note, guys, I want to ask you this. So what is your favorite car that got released at the Geneva Motor Show, or that was featured at the Geneva Motor Show? Because the Regera was featured there, the Chiron was featured there, things like that were featured there, but they weren't released there. So I'm just curious as to what you guys thought about it. Obviously, they had the 812 as well. I think that the 812 is a good car, but it didn't make my list today. I'm sorry, guys. A Civic made it before the 812. But I'm curious to see what that happens. So I want you guys to leave it in the comments below or on our social media accounts. And I really, really, really want to hear back from you guys on this, because I'm quite curious as to some of the cars that you guys are liking, so that I can kind of change our content in order to fit what you guys want. So on that note, guys, have a great day.